Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Peace and salutations to the whole four elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom. Hey, shalom, shalom, beloved Aki Amenakwath. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, and I just want to speak very briefly, on old boy Alazar, Gorilla Hebrew, the chief priest, right? Him as we know it, that guy, and we know what the folly he's been involved in, as this man is he's completely bugged out, in my honest opinion. But now, needless to say, let me just play this clip real quick. There's a few clips I want to play real quick, and then we'll tap into it. But now, just another example, man. This man, he's another fulfillment of prophecy. Men that will be rejected, all right, by the Lord. Men that will be made an example, a public example before the congregation of how not to be. All right, men that have crept in unaware. You see, it's prophecy. This is prophecy right here, what we're witnessing. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna get this first.
You think I'm over here watching Hebrew Israelite debates, Eliezer? The same.
Let me just unplug this first.
You think I'm over here watching Hebrew Israelite debates, Eliezer? The same recycle backwash topics? I think not. I've been there, I've done that. I came, I saw, I conquered that. I'm just letting you know. All I gotta say is all them niggas need to get in my debate course. That's all I'm gonna say. Because the things I do see or the things I do hear about, they need help. They need help, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but all them niggas need to go ahead and get up in the Cutthroat Academy. Because what I see, not good. Okay, not horrible all the time, but niggas need help, for real. I'm on TikTok. I'm going to be doing exclusive premium lives for subs only once a week also. Appreciate you, Umu. I want to make my wrongs. Where did you come with the follow? Come with the follow, too. We turn up. I want you to understand something. I'm in my unlimited era right now. You're going to see all forms of content on here. You're going to see real game. You're going to see Bible talk. You're going to see funny stuff. You're going to see me talking to broads. You're going to see how fresh I am. You're going to see family content. You're going to see hood stuff. You're going to see everything. I'm unlimited. Right? Praise the Lord. You're going to see debates. I'm unlimited now. Right? I'm just me. I'm doing everything that I want to do. Right? So it's beautiful. So definitely make sure you following, because you're going to get everything in here. Shout out to Stacks Francis just came in the building. I'm going to lean into that, because guess what? I want everybody to understand out there, God created you. The Most High created you. Right? So when the Most High created you, He created something amazing. And you need to be you. You just need to be you in accordance with the blueprint that God gave us in His Word. Simple. Right? Because some aspects about you might be negative and go down there right now. But a lot of people are still like, what are you going to do? When are you going to talk about this? When are you going to teach on this? And But like, if y'all ain't realized, the Most High shifted my direction. So with that, because I've been doing that, y'all got to remember, I've been laboring in week in and week out teaching for 14 years. For 14 years, right? Praise the Lord. And, He got me doing something else right now, but I understand that the hunger is still there. And teaching is like my favorite thing to do in the world. So I still want to give. I know y'all want it. I still want to give it to you. But this is how it's gonna have to come right now. Because my focus is elsewhere right now. And not because of myself, because the Most High said so. I can't argue with the man. He the boss. I just work here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
Now, real quick, right? You're right. The Lord is leading them. The Lord is completely deceiving this dude. The deceiver and the deceiver are his, man. And he thinks he's doing the right thing. In my honest opinion, he's sincerely wrong. He thinks he's doing the right thing with staring left and staring right, but, still doing the work when he wants to. Nah. Nope. You heard him, his platform, he's going to have a mix of this, a mix of that, how fresh he is. He's carnal. He's doing what he wants to do. He clearly said that. He's doing what he wants to do. You see? So, and this is the thing, man. See, he got tired of being under the yoke of wisdom. You see, when you go into the scriptures, we have to bow our shoulders, man, to this wisdom, man. You see? We're prisoners of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man, as Apostle Paul was. But men that truly are invested, they're not truly the men, are going to move like this. You see? He's an example of an individual that crept in unaware, man. He's not rooted and grounded. Yeah, he never was. He never was rooted and grounded. You see? And throughout the course of time, as you gaze upon their Passovers they had, how they were moving, you could clearly see, like, that right there, those were all tokens that these men were off in the spirit from the beginning. That fear not being there, which is the key to wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of that wisdom, man. Now, real quick, let me get another clip because I'm short on time. I want to get these clips in real quick. There's one more. It's very short. I just want to play the beginning. The moral of the lesson. It's from Elder. Not the Zop. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Because he plays it in the beginning.
Not a part of the Hebrew Israelite community. I just got done talking about it. And I can't be associated with the Hebrew Israelites anymore. The real deal. How do you become an Israelite? You don't become an Israelite. I'm not coming in representing the Hebrew Israelite community anymore. Nah, I ain't doing that. So somebody asked me like, oh, so what do you identify as now if you're saying you're not a so-called Hebrew Israelite? Why lead a movement? Well, because it's a movement. And movements stop. But are actually cosplaying as the ancient Israelites.
So that's pretty much the point right there. God damn. So you see that. You see he's no longer a Hebrew Israelite. So now he subscribes to no longer being a Hebrew Israelite. Showing you the delusion. Okay, and how far left he's been turned. Completely erring in the spirit. Okay? Completely just through. But that's what happens when you're not truly part of the Lord's flock. Demons hop on you. Now you find yourself looking crazy, man. Let me get this real quick. The Wadi Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for allowing me to bring this out. I actually got to take off. I'm so short on time. It's crazy, man. What is it? Jude, real quick. I want to just grab this and we'll get moving. The book of Jude, chapter 1 and verse 4, and it reads, "For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation." And again, what is then is now. Okay, this is Jude speaking in the time of the Romans, but guess what? This is happening in real time right now. And we're witnessing the rejects. Okay, they were once part of the fold. Hey, some of us even learned off some of these men. Learned a thing or two from them. And here it is. Now they're all the way in the world, smoking black and miles. All right, dirty fingernails, liking things shoved up their booty. Just involved in all types of madness, man. These were men once amongst the sheep. You see? But the Lord won't allow you to stick around if you're doing renegade, reprobate activity behind the scenes. See, men think they can put on a facade, in front of the men, in front of the women, in front of the children that believe this report, in front of the ranks of the men that the Lord set up in the form of these camps, man. These men were in camps. Leaders of camp. He was a leader of a camp, Sakari. And look at him now. You see, because behind the scenes, You see, things were happening. See, but the Lord was watching you the whole time. And now look at you. But anyways, ungodly men. That's an ungodly man, man. Hey, listen to him speak. We know this. I'm speaking to the choir, to you, beloved Akiyamanakwa, man. He's an ungodly man. He's not truly invested in the Lord. He never was. He's not seeking the kingdom first. You see? He's seeking his own vain glory. He was talking about he'll have videos up on his channel of how fresh he is, and you just listen to him. It's just like, this dude he's a bug out, and he's weaponizing the word. Hey, filthy lucre. This is why he was. I'm gonna continue on, turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness, man, and that's heavy because this really does hone in on this dude. Because when you get this word lasciviousness, it goes into what? It refers to excessive or offensive sexual desire, okay? Often manifested in lewd or lustful behavior. Hey, and everybody knows the secret now, all right? Chief, priest, Alazar, guerrilla, Hebrew, whatever title you want to come under, okay? You like things going up your back door, okay? Come on, man. This is why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai cut you off, man. Because you were never right. You were never right. And I don't know dude personally, but there's a lot of stories that brothers do know about you. You know? I know you were a complete rebel, you know, towards the brothers in Dallas. That's something we know. Okay, you supposedly took on the position of Elder Apostle Tahar, right? Calling them old niggas, they need to retire, X, Y, and Z. No, the Lord retired you. It looks like the Lord retired you, man. Okay, you see? Another example, man. A walking prophecy is what this dude is. Okay, walking prophecy. Let me finish this out. Right? Turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness, which he did, has been found out too. And denying the only power in our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man. Okay, this man's not truly a soldier for the Lord Yahweh Shai. Here it is. He no longer wants to subscribe to being a Hebrew Israelite. Then Apostle Paul say, they are Hebrews and so am I. Okay? Then when he wrote, when Romans 9, doesn't Romans 9 highlight the Israelites, man? What is this dude doing? He's bugged out. He's gone. He's out of there. Sayonara. So long, Jake. All right? Finish, man. Another reason for us to fear, man, is to see how the Lord can do you. Got him in a position, got him in a trance. He think he doing the right thing. He think he about to show a glow on YouTube. You know? Make an X amount of money. You know? Not realizing the Lord's leading him right into that path of destruction, man. Right into that. He's being led right into the path of destruction. Let me pull off real quick. Bear with me. Bear with me, Akiyamanakwa. And you got that, you got old boy. The old boy that he used to be in the Baton Rouge camp. I forgot his name. And he followed he ended up following behind the Mississippi Madmen. You know, he's looking he's looking like a complete maniac. You know, brothers are speaking on him. I actually got a pre-record. I gotta post that up. Speaking on that. Because he's another example of walking prophecy. And why we should fear. You know? The Lord, hey man, he will call you out on your behavior, man. Right? Let's continue on here. What is that one? It was a precept I wanted. Damn, it escaped me. But now it's all good. Hey, we're going through the spirit. Hey, the Lord willing, they'll come back. You know, but hey, you see the example, and this is the dude, right? He had a lot to say. He had a lot to say about leadership. You know, he refused to be reproved. You know, came up against the rebuke that was coming upon him. You know, he always wanted to do his own thing, apparently. You know, and now he's doing his own thing, right? In his mind, he's gonna win. He thinks he's gonna win. Have no idea what's coming. This dude has no idea what's coming to him, man. Let me go ahead. The book of the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, and verse 30, and it reads, reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord had rejected them, man. All right, and unbeknownst to him, hey, the Lord might be preserving him for that fire. But he's not fearing that because he truly probably doesn't even believe it. You know, he probably truly doesn't even believe, you know, that Babylon the Great, aka America, all right, is going to be hit with 200 million warheads, man. That's going to come in the form of World War III. When Russia, the BRICS nations, and even this bitch's own allies descend upon her. I bet you he doesn't really truly believe that. There's a lot of the doctrine I bet he didn't believe. You see? And that's the spirit. Hey, we don't want to come in. We want to make sure we believe, man. Do we truly believe this report? You know, because if we don't, it will be found out. Because at the end of the day, you'll be casted out. And that's what happened to old boy, man. He never truly believed. These men never truly believed. You know? They honestly, they were you know, they were zealous to be in a leadership position. You know, just more examples. When you go back in time, you know, with Korah, you know, Dathan and Abiram and them, well, Korah led that charge, but you know, they what were they doing? I believe that's Numbers 16. They came up against Moses, man. Moses and Aaron. They were coming up against leadership. And what did the Lord do? He cut them off from congregation. Because when you come up against the leadership that the Lord ordained, the pastors that he set up according to his heart, you're coming up against him. When you despise his men, you despise him. He set them up. The men of the Lord are likened unto ambassadors, man. You know? They stand in the stead of the king when the king's not there. They're bringing the report as if the king is speaking. So guess what? You disregard them. You disregard the ambassador. You're disregarding the king. What do you think that's going to lead to? You already know. You see? And all these men, every single one of them came up against leadership. They have that mindset. You know? Because at the end of the day, they're reprobate. When you're reprobate, okay, you're void of judgment. They're disregarding the reality of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai setting up these men, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, okay? Real time. They're envious of that. You know? They want to be in that position. Now realizing that's not their lot. You see? That's not their lot. And the Lord made examples time and time again of these men. And they're all out there looking crazy right now. You got some locked up. Hey, men that weren't even part of the fold. Polite wasn't part of the fold, but he came up against the leadership of Great Millstone. Look where he at. All right? Look where he's at. He's in prison somewhere getting pegged. You know? Folding up another nigga's laundry. Hey, some of these cats that came up against the elders, they're in the spiritual world, man. Or out here still you know, still moonwalking right now on the earth, you know, taking up air, wasting air, completely thrusted out there in the world looking crazy, man. Examples as we're seeing now with Alazan, the other dude, and many others, man, that come to mind. You know, Howard the Maccabee, all these dudes that were once in the fold, man, they're looking crazy now. And because they came up against the leadership, bro. You see? Shapal the 12, he's another one. There's so many of them. Over here where I'm at, the Boston Baked Beans, and I knew them brothers. So that was quite the experience to witness that diminishment. You know, that was an up and close and personal. You know, to see one that was once enlightened, all right, get just immersed with demons, man. You know, that was something else. That was something else to experience. But that's something to consider. You know, consider that, man, and use that as an example as to what not to do. You know, oh man, that's crazy. But it's the way the Lord set it up, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. See, we're in the time now. That sifting never stops. That sift is going to keep going up until the end. The Lord's going to continuously trim fat off of the body. You see? He's going to continue to trim the fat off, man. And there's going to be men that you never would have expected. Because they were all, I mean, some of them are obvious. Like, this guy Alazar, I mean, he was a renegade from the beginning. You know, it's kind of like, you can kind of like, you know, but some men were like locked in, you know, lock, stock, and barrel. You know, and you would have never have thought that they would have transitioned to, you know, teaching that everybody can be saved and, you know, God loves everybody, man. These niggas get some good, a good piece of my pussy and they went crack. What happened? What made you, man? But you know, that's the way it goes, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he's doing this thing. This is why we say, Lord willing, he keeps us. That's why I say that a lot. Lord willing, he keeps us. Hey, Lord willing, we're part of the elect. You know? Abarataza. You know, that's why it's important to continue to be able to be corrected. Examine yourself, man. You know, we all need things to change and fix, man. That's just the reality. We're in these chains of darkness, man. We're in these bodies. We're gonna go off from time to time. It's just realizing it and understanding it and trying to correct it is the way to do it. You know, pray to the Lord, man, to, you know, get you right. You know, you're not going to be perfect. We're not going to be perfect in the flesh. It's just not realistic. We need Yahweh Shai at the end of the day. If we could be perfect in this flesh, we don't need Yahweh Shai. That'll cancel him out. No, we need Yahweh Shai. We need his blood to cover us, man. We need him. We need divine intervention. We need Yahweh Shai. You see? See, a lot of these men, as you can see in Elazar's mind, his mindset is that he don't need nobody. He's doing his thing. He's doing what he wants to do. You know, and that's always been the case with old boy. You know? Hey, we have to hearken to the wise counsel of the Lord. And then he's weaponizing in so many words all men's goings of the Lord. You know what I mean? Because he was like, he's the boss, you know, if he wants me to go this way. Weaponizing that. You know, like, oh, you know, I'm doing this because all men are going to the Lord. Nah, man. You got demons on you. You're going the wrong way. Okay? And you got brothers that have been telling you that, but you can't hear it or see it because you refuse to hearken. You're going the wrong way, my boy. You see? You're not seeking that old path. You're not seeking ye first the kingdom. No, you're in the world. Guess what? That's going to very well cost you, man. You already through anyway. You know, as you can see, he refuses to repent. He's not regretful of what he was doing. He could be a plant. He could be working for E. You know? Because, you know, what he was doing, that whole, you know, sexual immorality thing with the whole pagan deal, that's like a, you know, that could have been like an initiation. You know what I mean? You know, we gotta make it publicly, you know, publicly known that you did all this. Be how you say it? Humiliated. Can't say that word. Humiliated. Right? Be humiliated. Right? And then boom, they probably hit him up all types. I'm just speaking as a man. You know, because he doesn't seem to be bothered at all, bro. But of course, the demons can be playing a part of that because them demons blind you. Them demons have you. But needless to say, Aki Amanakwa, hey, I got one more as it just came to me. The Wadi Yahweh Shai. The precept came to me. Kala Yahweh Shai. We'll close out with this. Bear with me. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 1 and verse 30, and it reads, "Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall," man. And this is exactly what these dudes was doing, what he was doing. He was exalting himself. He always did, right? He always felt like he was that guy. You see? And bring dishonor upon thy soul, man. All right, your whole desires of being pegged and being pegged. Hey, it's out there. Everyone knows about it. Okay? You're filthy. Okay? You like, hey, you pretty much a momo. You know? You like things going up your rear end. Come on, man. You already know. Right? And so power discover thy secrets. Okay? And cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, man. And we're seeing various examples, man. We see the Lord showing us this scripture speaking. Look, because thou camest not in truth, and most importantly, to the fear, okay? To the fear of the Lord, man. Again, with that fear being the beginning of wisdom, right? But thy heart is full of deceit, man. You're lob. All right, your mind full of deception. Okay, full of deception, man. And the true men of the Lord, there will be no guile found in their mouths, man. The true men of the Lord, there will be no guile found in their mouths, man. Pursuing the Revelations 14, man. They'll be found with no guile, which goes into deception and lies. You see? So you already know, man. Hey, this dude's out of here, and it's no surprise, man. It's no surprise, man. As far as we're concerned, you know, as far as us and our households, and we're gonna serve the Lord. Lord willing, He continues to allow us to dwell within His courts. Our baratazah, man. But you already know, hey, Yahweh Bashim Ashai, hey, Barakatham, to you beloved Akiyam and Akwal. I'm gonna just check the comment board real quick. I do got a dip. Let me just shut this volume down. Bear with me. Let me just shut it. Khan. Oh, here we go. Let me hit the brothers with the wrench. I used to make the mistake. I'll fly out of the live stream. You know what I mean? I'm like, let me see here. Khan. So yeah, I got you brothers, man. You brothers got that. And you already know, hey, the water for tuning in. The water. Hey, the water for the brotherhood, man. The water for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for allowing us to, you know, have each other, man. Because as we know, this is a lonely walk, man. You know, here it is. I'm about to go to work right now. Got to put on a facade. I got my clock in on when I'm in here. You know? And it's not only until you get around the brothers, these live streams, you know, amongst the brothers real time, you know, the brothers within the camp, you know, go see the beloved elders or what have you, and you can really be you. You really feel like you're at home. You know, you got a little piece of the kingdom for that moment. You know, but hey, at the end of the day, man, Yahweh Shai is coming, man. This shit's about to be over soon. You see? And again, these men falling out, they're walking prophecy in the sense of the lot that they fulfilled. Okay? With Yahweh Shai cutting them off. And the way he's doing them is the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is doing these dudes filthy. You see? And we got to use them as examples to fear, stay locked in. Like the brother Yashamal says, have a good spiritual routine. You know, hey, it's not easy to do these live streams, man. You know, this thing's happening in the morning time. Brother got family. You might have, brothers got kids? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Things are happening. You know what I mean? So like to make it work, you know, it's all through the spirit. There's a lot happening in the back scene, behind the camera, when the camera's not on. There's a lot that comes with being able to do these pre-recording and these live streams. You brothers know that. I'm speaking to the choir. You already know. You know, so it's all through the spirit and power and strength of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua that we're able to do this, man. You know, I'm gonna leave you with that. Hey, Lord willing, you beloved Akiyam and Akwak were edified. Lord willing, you were spiritually fed. Like I said, I got a pre-record and I got to put up. But again, with time, man, it's like, God damn. But I'm going to try to put it up when I get a free chance in maybe an hour or so going into the other Renegade. You know, Lord willing. But, hey, Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwak were edified. I'm going to leave you with that. Hey, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Hey, double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Hey, Shalom, beloved Akiyam and Akwaf. Shalom.